You're welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to achieve a well-curved princess dart for a big bust using the side bust dart. Okay, so emphasis on the side bust dart for a bigger bust. Okay, so now you'll be drafting the bust point from the shoulder to the bust to the prominent part of the breast. So you can measure it in about 2 or 3 places, then you rule. Then after then you go to the under bust. From the shoulder to your under bust, and you rule the straight line also. Then you go on and measure your waistline. So in the course of this tutorial also, we're going to differentiate between the front waistline and also the back waistline. So for the front, I'll be using 18 inches. 18 inches for the front waistline. Okay, then you rule that also. Then the neck width, I'll measure 3 inches for the neck width, which we might increase later. Then the shoulder length divided by 2, then I add in 1/2 inch for ease. Then from there you come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. You can see, you connect the shoulder slope to your neck width. Then you measure the armhole depth, which is the measurement of your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. So whatever you have at the shoulder area, you measure it there just to be sure of a straight line. Then you create it this way. So you find the distance between where you stopped and your bust point. So this line is going to serve as the chest line in case you want to extend it. Now you measure this neck armhole again and divide it by 2. Measure this length and divide by 2. Then where you mark as the midpoint, you go in by 3/4 inch and you connect it this way. So use your curved ruler. You connect from the chest line just round like this. So this is you creating the armhole curve. So this is to help reduce any bulginess from the armhole side. Okay, excess fabric from the armhole side. Okay, so now just trying to make the lines more visible. So we'll go on and work with our dart now. So on the waistline, your nipple to nipple distance, you divide it by 2. So for this person, I'll be using it to be 4 1/4. So you measure it on the waistline, on the under bust, and also on the bust point. Then you rule the straight line. So towards the armhole area, towards the side area, I'm going to be using 2 inches for this dart. So you measure the 2 inches on the waistline and also on the under bust. Then from the under bust to the bust point, you will now use your curve ruler. You carefully place it this way. Okay. So now we'll continue. Remember our chest line. So I'm just trying to extend this chest line for clarity. Okay. So on that line, we'll measure a quarter of our bust round. That's your bust round divided by 4. So whatever you have, I measure it. So now I'm going to measure this armhole curve, and I will stop at my bust round measurement. So this is what I have. Whatever you get, I think I have 10 1/2. So this 10 1/2 now, you divide it by 2. Then you go back to your armhole curve, which will be 5 1/4. So go through the armhole curve. Locate where this 5 1/4 is. This is where the 5 1/4 is. Then you go down by 1/2 inch. So is this new place I mark now that I'm going to connect to the bust point. This method works perfectly for me, so you can always try it out. So now on each side of this new line, I'm going to measure half inch because we need to take um that at that place too. We're going to measure that on that side. So this is us creating our dart here for the armhole. So this is it. So the last line, this particular line, will extend it by 1 inch. Extend it by 1 inch. So we'll now use it to create a new armhole curve. Because this dart intake at the armhole is 1 inch. So that's why we are returning the 1 inch back. I hope that makes sense. Wherever we take that, I always love to return it back. So you see that sharp point, we'll blend it. You can use a freehand or you use your curve ruler. So my freehand almost gave me what I'm looking for. So now, putting in the other body measurement, if you measure your under bust round, you can put it there. So now the waist round, a quarter of my waist round, I've measured it. Then I return the 2 inches for the dart. And also the dart allowance, the little one you have there on the chest line, you replace it back. Then you now add your seam allowance. So I'm using 2 inches for seam allowance. You can use half inch, you can use 1 inch, you can use 1.5, you can use 2. So just use whatever allowance that works for you. So now for the waistline, for the front, our front waistline is 18 and the back waistline is 16.5. Okay? So mostly when you are working with a big bust, always cross-check this. So now on the bust point, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inch because the difference between these two waistlines is 1.5. So I measure the 1.5 inch and connect it to the bust point. So that means we're cutting out that place. So by the time we cut it out, it will now give us the same thing. But let's just keep watching. So now I'm creating the neckline. You can choose whatever neckline that works for you. So this is it for the front pattern. So now this is the starting point, which is the shoulder. Then from the shoulder, we'll measure the bust point. Please, we are working on the back now. So measure the bust point, then the waistline. So for the back, we are not using under bust because there's no breast at the back. Then once we've measured the length, we'll now go on and measure your zipper allowance. So I'll be using 1 inch for zipper allowance. Then you roll it like this. Then we'll roll the bust point also and the waistline. So I'll be using pencil first because this is 18 inches, which is the waistline for the front. So remember, we have different waistline for front and back, 18 for the front, then 16.5 for the back. So is the difference, which is 1.5, that I used to measure our side bust dart. And we are doing this in order to achieve a well curved dart here. So now I'm now measuring the 16.5, which is for the back. Okay. So 16.5 for the back, and this is the excess that we use for the side bust dart. So we are rolling it out. Then we'll go on and measure the neck width. Remember, we use 3 inches for the neck width. Then shoulder measurement, come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then measure your armhole depth. Remember, armhole depth is your bust round divided by 6 plus 1.5. Then you create this armhole. The distance between your bust point and the armhole depth That's what will give you your chest line. Then we'll roll it out. So we are not going in by 3/4 inch for the back. Remember, there's no breast there. So we only create a simple curve just like this. So we're going to create that for the back. So remember your nipple to nipple distance divided by 2. So I measure it on the waistline and on the chest line. So on the chest line, you come down by 1 inch. That is where your dart is going to be. So on both sides of this straight line, I'm going to measure ½ inch on both sides. So from there, you now connect it to the armhole. So you find the midpoint of your armhole, just go somewhere between the midpoint and the highest part of it. So it's going to be about 3/4 of the whole armhole. See where it is, and you take it up just like this. And create. So that's our princess dart for back. So after this, you put in your body measurements, your bust round divided by 4, then also your waist round divided by 4. Then our dart here is 1 inch. You fix in the dart allowance. Then you add your seam allowance. Then we'll connect it. So this is it. So I'm only extending the waistline here. Then you create your neckline. Remember, your front and the back neck width should be the same thing, but the neck depth can be different. But the neck width will be the same thing. Then remember that people maybe are like plus size people or like that hardly like choke neckline. So always make sure their neckline is a bit down or relaxed. So now on the waistline, you measure 3/4 inch from the end. You are going to take away 3/4 inch or ½ inch from the waistline. Then connect it slantly to the upper part like this. So this is to remove excess fabric from the back. It allows your dress to sit properly, to lie properly on your body. So this is what we have. You shade the parts that we're going to cut out. Then we'll go on and cut. Please just watch carefully the way I'm cutting this out. So this is the front and back. So you can see without removing the excess from the back, this is what it looks like originally. Then I'll go on now and trim the necessary part out. So if you watch to this stage and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and also like this video, please. Also remember to put on your notification bell so that you get notified each time I post new tutorials. So this is the bust, side bust dart, which is the emphasis of this video. So we're going to cut it this way. Cut almost to the end, but not to the edge, so that you can cover it up. You're not going to cut it into two completely. You cut it almost to the end, then you cover it up like this. You can use your gum or pin, but use something to secure it. So now we've taken in the side bust dart. So trust me, when you use this to make your dress, the cup will stand out. It's tested and trusted. So this is it. When you're cutting the fabric, you cover up the excess about quarter inch that is left there. You add it up on the fabric. Or you can as well carry another pattern paper and trace it out. So this is how it is. So now that I've taken in the side bust that, you can see that the front and the back are now on the same length at the side. So when you use this method, everything sits properly. So this is it. I hope you find this video helpful. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please subscribe. Go on and try it out, and feel free to share the results with us. Also remember or note that there's a community on this channel. There's a community, there's a membership class. Please do well and join us. Thank you. Bye.